fantastic.
Good morning, Karen. How are you?
I'm lovely. I'm beautiful, just like you. How are you doing?
Boy, I'm telling you. Let me tell you, you did not use the wrong word. You're beautiful. God knows.
No, but I said you are beautiful because beauty is inside. Beauty is inside and outside. So if I say you're handsome, it only means one part of you.
It's
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm doing so I mean, it's so special to have you on air with me. Let me remind you who I am, right?
Okay.
All
Okay.
Right. In 2009, Dr. Walden, Dr.
Yes.
Cecile Annette Walden retired.
Yes.
And there was a retirement party inside of the auditorium.
Yes.
Three of us went on stage and tried to do our thing, including AJ Brown and myself. And I don't remember who the other person was, but you came in from the audience and you just mashed me up, just tear up the place.
I did not. You're too bad. I did not. I did not. Okay. Well, it's nice talking to you again.
So here goes. You're not done yet. A few days later, I'm traveling. I'm traveling to Kingston in the night, close to about 9 o'clock at night, and they had just started working. They had just opened up the freeway from Moneague to Buffalo,
Yes.
right? And when I pulled up at the entrance, that's supposed to be the entrance, it wasn't the real entrance, and I saw this SUV sitting right there. And I rolled down my screen and I said, "Hello, how are you? What's going on?" And you said to me, the freeway is supposed to start right here, but you don't know what to do because you don't know how to get to Kingston now. So,
yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember, and you were my knight in shining armor.
There
I recall.
go. I still want to be.
Exactly. Boy, this world is small. You have to have manners wherever you go. Thank you again for your kindness. Thank you again for your kindness.
Yeah, man, I remember that. Okay. So tell me now. I like to ask people about them growing up and things. You know, I like to go deep inside of people's minds. And I kind of figured you're from Montego Bay, but tell us a little bit about, where you grew up. Who is your mom and dad? What is it that caused you to, to wanting to be in this shining light kind of a...
Oh, my. Okay.
So tell us.
All right. Well, I've been living in Montego Bay since 1979, but I was born in Kingston. I grew up in Kingston. I went to Morris Nib. I went to Meadowbrook Prep. I went to St. Hugh's High School, and then I went to university in Montreal and Concordia University. I have a business degree, but all along, I think my mother probably can be credited for discovering my talent, because I remember growing up at home. I'm an only child, so I remember growing up and singing over her shoulder at the piano and singing. And then when I got to St. Hugh's now, I realized through classes with Mr. Barrett Davies that something was going on.
Yes.
Something was going on.
Yes.
So St. Hugh's was my first audience and remains my best audience.
Okay.
and remains my best audience.
Okay.
So so I went to school. I did the degree, and my friends from university can say to me now that I am one person who is really doing now what they always wanted to do, because they can remember me saying at university that I am here because my mother feels I should get some letters behind my name. My mother is Barbara Smith, distinguished educator, past principal of the Montego Bay High School.
Yes.
And my father died when I was 2. His name is Hoover Smith. He died at 31. And he used to be an overseer at Money Musk Sugar Estate. And my mother, and so it's me alone and my mom. And I owe...
Your mother
I'm
was
right here.
Principal of Montego Bay High School?
Yes, Barbara Smith, distinguished educator. Yeah.
She was in the audience that day too. At the retreat.
Yes, she was.
Oh,
yes, she was. She's a star.
Oh,
she's a big star. As a matter of fact, she's here with me. I'm in Melbourne at the moment. But on Saturday when I perform at the tea party that St. Hugh's Alumni South Florida chapter is having to raise money for the school. My mom will be in the audience, and I'm launching my new album, Rush, produced by Willie Lindo. I'm so excited!
Oh, my God.
So I'm launching my new... But, one of the things that makes me... So I don't want to get off track about the story, but anyway, 10 story in one, as we say.
Yes.
But one of the things that makes me so excited as well is to hear that the event is already sold out.
Yes, it is sold out. It's sold out because of Karen Smith.
No. No, but one of the things that I do know, and I want to say publicly how much I commend the effort, the fundraising effort for all the schools, all the schools. We're talking about Cornwall. I don't really want to single out anybody, but Cornwall and Wolmer's and Queens and Westwood. Hi, Everly. Westwood, and all of the fundraising efforts that go so far and do so much, because the money is really, really needed at home, because education opens doors. There is no magic way. So all of the money that is being raised is being put to good use, and I encourage you, your lovely audience that I'm talking to this morning, I encourage you to do whatever you can for the children in Jamaica, because they definitely need the help, and it is warranted, and the money is not going to waste. And I also want to say that all of the schools really support each other, because when that tea party happens on Saturday, you can bet there's a table there that Westwood is represented, that Queens is represented, that so many of the schools, and we're going to have a few men there as well. The ones who are brave enough, But back to the story.
Yes, I want
so
to ask
back to my story. So I was at university, finished, and was working with I can call it a National Commercial Bank, and I discovered pretty early that I really was not cut out to be a banker.
Right.
So with a little encouragement from the last manager I had, Mr. Jack Shirley, he said, "Wait, tell me about this singing thing," because I had started. By the time I was working at NCV halfway through, I had started leaving the bank in the middle of the week with my flight back and fly out and go to a show at seaweed and fly back up and back in the bank the next morning. And he said, "No, look here. There is no such thing as a singing banker, and you're not going to be the first one." I said, "No." He said, "No, there is no. Tell me about the singing thing." And he said, I hear you sing already. I think you can do that. So he gently guided me through the door, and one of the things I was just saying to someone last night, that one of the things that I'm grateful for is having a reference point, because I am able to have that reference in terms of something that I had no talent for, and I always remember that stretch in my bed on the Monday morning when I realized I don't have to put on that uniform anymore. It's a lovely, lovely thing, and I lift my hat to the career bankers who started out with me and who were there before me and have made a career of that. But I am quite certain that I'm doing what I was born to do, and I'm very happy as well that my mother, with the educational background, strong in her backbone, encouraged me because she said, "Well, look, it's only one teacher in this family, it's me, and I can't carry you through life on my salary, so you better know what you're doing." And I say, "Yes, Mommy, yes." And it has been lovely.
Let me ask you this. Miss Barbara Smith, right? She's a well-known authoritarian in the Montego Bay. I actually went to Montego Bay in 1979 because I went to Sam Shop in 79.
I see.
And when I went there, that name was all over Montego Bay. she's
she started there. She started there in January '79.
Right.
She started there in January.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, she was an authoritarian and they love her.
Disciplinarian. And remains the same way to this day.
Yes. Did she ever flog you? Did she ever put the whip on you?
Did she ever what?
Put the whip on you, beat you. Come on, man. Sure.
Oh, lick me, yeah, man. Yes, I remember. I don't think it's the last beating I got, but I remember my best friend. Well, she passed away now, but my best friend went to Queens, Andrea Masters. And I remember just thinking that this little girl was the greatest thing in the whole wide world when I met her. We were 9. And I just follow her home one day and just stay after school. And when her mother come home from work, she said, "Your mother knows where you are?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, I think you should go home." You see, when I reach home, I get some licks. And then also, because by this time now it's probably, I think I got home after 6, but back in the day that is a big deal. I don't know if night was coming down. But I get some, because I didn't tell her anything. I should have been home at X time,
yes.
And I did not reach home, and so hospital get called, police station, you know how it is. And she also found my teacher.
Yes.
So the next morning now, the teacher greets the class with, "All of those who didn't do any homework last night, stand up." And I said, "Oh my God." But no homework never do. I get licked and go to my bed. So, and sent to my bed. No dinner, I remember that. And so I stood up, and other people stood up as well. And the teacher went around the class and hit everybody with a ruler who did not do their homework. And I can't recall that she had ever done that before. And you see, when she came to when she came to me, she said, "You did not go home to your mother last night." And so I'm getting the licks. And I'm saying, look at that, because I got that message very early. I said, "Look at that, the lady wants to lick me, but she don't know how to call me out and lick me. For that, for the whole class who don't do the homework going to get punished. Anybody in the class who did not do the homework going to get punished because it's me she wants to lick." Because when she come to me and she said, "You did not go home to your mother," I said, "What? I don't believe this. She wants to lick me." But anyway, it's a good lesson, and that never happened to me again.
Those were the days when the community took care of you and
oh yes, yes. And people weren't afraid to talk to school children and discipline them, and when they see them acting up, report. Yes. Report to parents, report to school. Yes, you think you can be seen in your uniform in Crossroads or halfway through or walking on the road and talking to boy. Yes. I'm even saying chewing gum. You can't chew gum. I get in trouble for eating tasty patty or was it Angel Flakes? But anyway, I get in trouble for eating patty on the road in my uniform.
That's exactly right. Because you're a girl. You're not supposed to. You're a lady. You're not supposed to be eating on this. That's exactly right.
No. And you think you could be at the Crossroads bus stop talking to boy. No. No, not at all. So when these children of this modern generation ramp it up to, carrying on the buses and all kinds of things, and people look at them and judge them, but many people don't want to get involved because they will mercilessly cuss you right where you stand.
Exactly
right.
Yes.
But we cannot give up. But we cannot give up on them because there is good in them same way. And the example, what are the examples that we set? All those things. Yes. Back to the story.
That is a part of the story too,
that's a part of the story. Yes. In November 1985, I was privileged to film a little commercial for a great product called Grace Cock Soup. Oh. And I am still remembered to this day how many years after as the cock soup lady. And I'm wondering if that is going to be my but I don't mind because Grace and I have maintained a good relationship over the years, I still perform at their events and that sort of thing. But that really helped to put me out there because I was just starting out by December 31st, 1986, when I finally decided to leave the bank. I was just starting out as an entertainer and a new face, and that really helped to put me out there because at that time now we don't have any holy for cable. I don't even know if there was cable. So it was, and that commercial was being aired in the news, in the broadcasts at night. So I was visible. So that helped me a lot. So big shout out to Grace all the time. And I built on the career from there. My husband is Jackie Jackson, legendary bassy. And words cannot express. Oh my, what a lot of support, what a lot of love and kindness, what a lot of patience, you know, and an excellent sense of humor and all those things just wrap up together. And not to mention his talent, because he plays, he recorded Girl, I've Got a Date with Alton Ellis, I think at 21. So he's the bassman. He's the bassman on The Harder They Come, Girl, I've Got a Date, Rivers of Babylon, Sweet Sensation, and the list goes on. I will take up your whole program.
Could you get him on the show so I can play them songs, please? I'd like to get him on the show. Jackie Jackson.
That is a little shy fella there. No, he said I'm not to say shy, I'm to say quiet. Boy, I don't know because he's not a talker. But he's a cornerstone of the Rocksteady era. He was a Treasure Isle bassman. So come on, little girl, come on, he plays bass on that, and all those wonderful songs. So many. It's too many to really mention, but to really start a list. But one of my favorite Jamaican recordings, Get Up in the Morning Slaving for Bread. And when I found out that he played the bass on that, I just put a little plan in place for him right away. So and then, of course, when we met, I tell people that no matter what I look like, I was so attractive because I was a bona fide fan, and I still am. So he's like, you play the bass and all oh my gosh, you play the music, I love your song. Yep. And I saw me carrying on. And everybody love a group. Everybody love a groupie, and a groupie with talent is a good thing.
I bet when him vex with you, or you vex with him play that song there every time, right?
yes. No, the music always brings us. No, man, the music as the foundation is excellent, you know. As you know, husband and wife business, so it goes. It can be the most wonderful of relationships, but it's relationship still. So everything is not smooth all the time. Absolutely. But you see, when the artist needs some help from the manager, the manager is present. Yes. I remember we were in Las Vegas one New Year's Eve, and something happened that we're not talking. And the drummer comes to me and says, Karen, what is wrong? What is happening? Jackie's not talking to you. What are we going to do? We really need him to step up tonight. I said, don't worry, yourself. You see, when it's time, everything will be all right. You see, sure? Because he's not even talking to you. He's not talking to us. What's going on? You see, when it's coming up to the midnight hour, my boy just step right in and do the work. And I say, okay. So right after, the artist relationship must always work because it's people money you're talking about. You know, absolutely. People pay your money, you have to deliver. Yes, you know, that sort of thing. So the artist can always save the world. Yes. So that's a lovely thing.
It's really wonderful to hear that type of support that you get from your husband. And because that is what, you know, most times help relationships, you know. One person always supporting the other and vice versa.
Yes, really, and how could I forget to say that he's Toots and the Maytals bassman, and they're going out on the road. Toots is back on the road, so in April, major tour, weeks upon weeks in Europe, and they're doing Coachella as well, and which is one of the premier music festivals in America.
Is that in California, right?
Yes, in California. Yes, I believe Lady Gaga is going to replace Beyonce on that in that concert, in that festival. You know, and I mean, Toots is Tootsie's must be 73, 75, yes. Don't quote me. But like, he's up and my boy have the energy same way, deliver to the audience every time, and wow. He is really someone for the record books. You know, God. He was off of touring for 3 years after that incident in Virginia, I think. I think it's Virginia, where a little young boy was drunk and threw a bottle on stage and hit him in his head, and he had to get stitches and all of that. And but all of that is settled and behind him now, and he's back strong, doing so well.
Okay. So tell me about what's your plans? What are your plans now? I know that you're coming out with a brand new album. I wish we could have get somebody from me here this morning, but I guess we're not go vex.
No, we're going to organize. We're going to organize that up. So make sure you have music soon to play.
Good. So tell us about the album.
Well, I can't say I'm touring in support of my album. Hopefully that will come. but it's my third album. It's a relatively new experience for me being in the studio in terms of I am more a live artist. I sing. I do the hotel circuit, not as hard as I used to, but the hotel circuit. I do a lot of corporate events. I do a lot of church fundraisers. Big shout out to the Holy Family. I come up and work with a group for them every year, and I look forward to the audience. You know, I look forward to the audience. I love that bounce, that backwards and forwards from the audience to you, and I like working with in an intimate setting where it's me and the cordless and I'm walking through the tables and that sort of thing. I love that.
I know that.
Yes, I love that especially. But anything at all, and every time I am with the audience, I said, boy, I am so privileged. This is what I love to do, and I found it. I found my calling. You know, I found my calling and answered the call. So that is a good thing, because if I was ever locked up at a desk and in a bank and working that way, I mean, I wouldn't find the fulfillment that I have being in front of an audience. So I look forward to every single performance, and no matter what the effort is to actually get there, be on stage. You see when that hot light turn on, oh my gosh, I am transported. I am transported. You know?
Yeah, so
I'm
So you said you work with Willie Lindo. Can you talk about that a little bit? Because I want to know how.
Oh wow!
Yes, tell me about that.
Consummate professional and so patient, and he and Kashif, his son, have such a wonderful chemistry and dynamism when they work together. So the music is on point. Everything is great, and I'm proud of what we have done, and I'm looking forward to more. You know, and the patience and the work ethic, and he can teach a lot. And he's really Linda. Come on! I'm so excited.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you next week at the St. Hugh's event.
I am looking forward to seeing you again too, my knight in shining armor. Thank you. Looking forward to that.
What a wonderful interview. Thank you very much, and we will share this again sometime in the future when you have more time and you can sit down. I want to have a one-on-one with you.
I talk more, and I don't tell the people yet that I have a daughter. My daughter is 22 and sees a path for herself in this industry. She wants to be a singer, but I think she's going to write and produce and do something different. But she loves. Yeah, she loves it, but she loves all kind of music, and she performs and, writing her own things already. So her name is Courtney Jackson. So we have to listen out for that name, and so very soon I might be the Sissy Houston too, and she's the Whitney. I don't know, but I'm ready for it. Should that day come, I'm ready for them. So
you're following mommy's footstep by having one child also? Is that what it is?
No. It doesn't work out that way. Well, actually, my husband is a girl specialist, so he has 4 daughters. One up here in Florida, one at Santiago, one at NCB, 2 in Jamaica, and Courtney's at UE at the moment. Oh Lord! But she loves the music and the foundation is there, so that's a really great thing. So we tell her, we try not to pressure her, but she plays the piano and she plays by ear, and I say, oh, Roberta Flack, coming up. She just roll her eyes.
Okay, Courtney Jackson. I'm gonna hold that near to my heart and
exactly. Thank you.
Kiss mommy for
Thank
me.
you.
Kiss mommy for me. And have you seen?
I'll be sure to.
Have you seen Dr. Wallen anytime recently? Have you gone to see
Not recently, but I'm sure she's doing well. As I give her your love as well as Michelle, as our lovely daughters.
Yes,
I will. I will.
Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. And thank you so much for having me on your program. And lots of love to everybody listening. And thank you very much. I know I see some of you in my audience sometimes. Lots and lots of love to you. God bless you.
And you can,
have a lovely day.
Before you go, you can say, because Karen Lee Murphy is the person who got us together. Karen Lee Murphy from
yes, so I must say hello to beautiful Karen Lee and her lovely husband Xavier. Hello, beautiful Karen. Mwah, 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 mwah. And she worked hard, you see. She and Tarlene and their team, they work hard. They get things done for St. Hugh's, you know. Yep, the principal was singing their praises the other day. So it's a wonderful thing, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it. So lots of love. Right. And everybody working hard to raise money for Jamaica. Love you all. Mwah.
Take care, my love. Right. Take care. We'll see you next week.
Yes, looking forward. Take care, Leo. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Oh, my God. What a wonderful lady. She is just so full of life and full of love and full of everything. Jesus, the first time I met her, I fell in love. Karen Smith, and whenever you see her perform, because she does more live performances than studio. She's a live performance guru. I just love Karen Smith. One time, right here.